Hello there, Gemini. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Gemini for June of 2019. We are 6 months into the year already. For everybody that's new out there, pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck for our overall view of the month. We'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I am you. So all of us Geminis are named Frankie for the time of this reading. Look at your moon sign, look at your rising sign, gives you a better, more comprehensive view of the month. And I don't think the cards will go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month. Now, like an overall theme. Now I have a short message for us, and it's kind of crazy. It's like go have fun. For anybody who's look, and it makes sense in a way, and it goes exactly with one of our words down here, which I'll tell you in a minute. I was like, good gravy, even that came out. This is our birthday month. So go have fun, enjoy ourselves. The ones of us looking for maybe new partners, go do, go out, go find somebody, go work, look out there with friends and or go out with family members or something. Those of us that have partnerships or whatever, enjoy it. Go do something else. And in the process, this is the bad part of the message. In the process, don't break the bank, Gemini. In the process, don't break the bank. But happy birthday to us anyhow. We have good words. They're kindness, freedom, patience, and it goes exactly with one of our words, risk and celebration. And I can see the risk in here. I can see the patience in here. Kindness, I don't know, but freedom, I think, is what our message was all about for the month, because our first card here is patience. It's a card of balance. It's the card of temperance. And that is when the universe is asking us to blend something into a harmonious whole. It's like being the magician or what the alchemist, right? Where we're blending the spiritual and material together in a positive way, and we're creating new forms. So it's actually a card of manifestation. It's when we use our energies positively, and have a good deal of how do I want to say that? Good deal of self-control. That's our word, patience. So we're using everything positively, and we have a good deal of self-control, and that comes from trusting our inner self's guidance. We are learning to temper the ego's needs with the legitimate needs of the spirit within, and not breaking the bank all at the same time. Time of inner growth, a time about outer harmony is what I want to say. We have patience, like our word, patience, and we can, which is odd because we Geminis, we're like the height of this word freedom down here and celebration normally, but it's a time of inner growth, a time of outer harmony. Um, we have the patience, we can accommodate different elements is what I want to say, whether they're raw materials or resources, personnel, ideas, and we can put these things, these raw material things, together to create like a harmonious whole that is workable. Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the archer. Sagittarius seeks like the higher realms of wisdom to bring positive flow and energies into the earth plane, right? And it also is, it shoots its arrows high, if we think about that, and always hits what it aims at because it's patient. Because it's patient. So to me, temperance, the temperance card itself is a card of manifestation. So it's similar, other than the fact it takes total balance, because she's pouring, see, she's pouring water from one cup to the other. And she's not spilling a drop. Look at her feet down here. One foot is in the water, which is spirit, and one foot is on the earth, which is our material realm. And she is pouring these without wasting an ounce, dropping a drip, and she has an aim, and she has something that she's going to bring forth or manifest that she truly, truly wants, right? That takes patience and maybe like determined will to do, to keep to like hold myself back, you know, to get it to form in the right manner I want it to be, which is really exciting energy for us Geminis, you know. So also, Sagittarius is like the learner type energy. Maybe some of us are going to do something new, like in educational thing. I don't see the word education here, but something that we are creating for that that freedom and that celebration type energy that is exciting to actually to us, right? So we're all different Geminis, so this being a card of patience, balance, and manifestation from spirit into physical, um, I'm going to say to look for things that will enhance it, or our ability to maybe manifest or bring forward what we want, and to keep it balanced at the same time, where we're not too far off into the realm of spirit and not too far off into the realm of the physical world. I feel like we are manifesting something. Some of us it'll be at work, some of us maybe perhaps relationships, like that first message there, go out, party, you know, go find the person we want to be with type energy. Others of us that may be business oriented type energies for us, because our next card here is the Hierophant, and that just came up in Taurus's reading too, and that means there's a traditional factor that's active in our life, whether it's a religion, a philosophy, a social organization, any type of authoritative group. We feel a great loyalty to the tradition or the group, and we find it with this Hierophant energy, we find it extremely supportive of us. We choose to live like in accordance with the beliefs we have in common with that group or that organization. We could maybe aspire to become a leader of the organization, or we may have some perhaps a type of relationship, is what I want to say, with the leader of the organization. The group, right, or the tradition, it kind of serves us and serves us very well, if that makes any sense, because we want to be in it from the way they're saying it. I better think about this for a second, because with this, these are general readings, and I'm going to say what I said with Taurus also. So being as this is a traditional factor, some of us may be trying to overthrow something that was our tradition, you know, to get that word freedom, or break away from it, which is risky, right? Very risky when you have this Hierophant type of energy. The reason, I'm trying to think about it, the reason, because we might want to, it supports us in some way, maybe emotional, maybe as a teacher to us, but it's a support thing. But the reason for the mixed message there, some of us may want to overthrow it or I'm not doing it anymore, is because they're general readings, because there's a judgmental quality that comes, a quality that comes when you have this, the Hierophant energy. It's like I am expected to follow the rules, to believe exactly the way they believe or whatever, or act in a certain manner, right, with the Hierophant energy, or basically my butt gets kicked and I'm called forward or called into account, right? Because I broke the mold, maybe, or whatever. But it seems for most of us, we actually, I'm feeling, we don't want to, because there's something that we're working on, or something that we're manifesting or bringing forward, if that makes sense, with this temperance energy, if that makes any sense to you, because that's the way it feels right at the, I mean, it feels like that at this time, because our next card here, so it's like a carefulness type energy, because the next card is the Seven of Swords, right? Yep, I'm right. I looked down at it and I thought, am I right? That's a pretty risky card there. That could go along with our risk energy. Uh, yeah, it could go along with that word, because some people call this the card of the thief. Supposedly, this guy walks into the camp in the middle of the day. He steals all these swords, right? Right smack in front of everybody, and walks off with them. But they actually really knew that it was him. So he's kind of like the elephant in the middle of the living room, but it's a cautionary type energy. Cautionary card, caution in all dealings are called for. Um, there's a suggestion with this card of taking roundabout action or indirect communication, which we Geminis don't normally do. Nothing is quite exactly like it seems when we get this Seven of Swords energy, so we have to use our wits or have our wits about us all the time in order to achieve the aim. And I know there's an aim here, Gemini, because of the next card that's coming up. It's a warning to avoid overconfidence, is what I want to say. I may be in the top position right now, but lack of proper prudence or acting right, or picking up the angel cards with my elbow. Lack of proper prudence can do me in. So that overconfidence. So right now, when we get the Seven of Swords, we have like the upper hand over a tricky situation, but we still have to exercise that caution in dealing with our affairs. It's a time of where we can begin to new attempts to overcome anything that's failed for us, but we can't go at it like the bull in the china shop type energy. Because remember, he went right in, stole everything. Um, Discretion, diplomacy, evasive tactics is what I'm hearing. Evasive tactics are called for or required. You may not like it to do these kind of things in this manner, but it's the most highly likely way we can achieve the results that we want. So I call it a card of going in the back door, like not sneaky, but I'm not telling all of my information to everybody. Maybe I have a plan or an agenda, and we have another card that would, here that would support this. So let's say I have a plan, I have an agenda, a project. I'm not going to tell everybody at work what the project's about. You know, I'm going to keep my lip zipped, watch what's going on, only offer up that which doesn't endanger it, you know, instead of being free speaking and, you know, speaking about everything ahead of time for someone else to maybe come forward and take that energy as if it was their own. And that we don't want to do, especially if it is a work-related issue like that. This is a card of thinking on your feet really quick, you know, and using that discretion, detachment, diplomacy, energy to get exactly what I want to go forward, right? So it's an energy we can use rightly. We're not stealing someone else's stuff. Maybe someone else is in competition or something, uh, possibly with us, is the way it's coming, possibly with us at work, or maybe because they were saying about if we're single, go out for a new, you know, like go out and find the one we want, you know. Maybe someone else is saying, oh, okay, I want her too. So I'm not going, or him, I'm not going to state all my intentions up front to my best buddy that's looking over that woman at the same time I'm looking her over. I'm just going to kind of like be discreet and nonchalant, and I can see what he's doing, he can see what I'm doing, you know, and I'm gonna hopefully make the win here because of this temperance energy and the patience and the waiting and the blending into a harmonious whole. So I can't say, you know, let me see what that word, yeah, it's risk. That's what would relate to this set, one of our words that would relate to it. But it means using this, and we may not be diplomatic or have a lot of that, a diplomatic bone in our body, I don't know, you know, but because we're more free spirited, but we're innovative. Our minds are thinking and creating, you know, different projects or ideas all the time. So it could be along those lines, I think for some of us too, because remember what they said, Sagittarius shoots the arrows into the air and it aims high and it hits whatever it has shot at. Now our next card here is the Eight of Rods energy, and this is a card of movement towards our goals, right? So we're all different Geminis. What goal are we thinking of? Was I aiming looking for the new partner? Am I aiming for a position at work that's going to give me more freedom and cause to celebrate? You know, maybe cause to celebrate like our word, but this is a card of celebration because we follow. It's a good time, like when we get this Eight of Rods energy, a good time to follow through on what has already been put into motion and make plans for the very next move. So it means we've shot our arrows into the air. They are heading right for the spot where we aimed them. Got it? Right for the spot where we aimed them. Now is the time for action, for initiating the next phase of an enterprise, whatever that may be. Maybe I'm shooting for the partner. Maybe I'm shooting for a new job. It also is a card of air travel. So some of us might be going to interview for something or being sent away to do a job in that position. Being in that position creates a more fluidity in our financial things, more freedom, and maybe cause for celebration if we completed it right. So um, air travel, landings, taking off again like that, busy and hopeful situation with things moving very, very fast. which is good energy for us Geminis, because we like when things move fast. We get bored when they're sitting around. It, and we move with them, but we stay who we are. And that's the freedom. We move with them. They are moving rapidly, but we stay who we are. We establish a role with this kind of energy that we want to play, and we let go of any roles. Roles, R-O-L-E-S, roles. I can't get the word out. That we are no longer comfortable with. So we're basically saying, this is who I am. This is what I am. This is what I can maybe do for you, right? Maybe like a do for you type energy. I was thinking because of this, because of the Hierophant energy, maybe this is something I can do for you, you know? Because the do for you, or for some of us, do with you. That comes up flashing through my mind, like in words that are coming, like, or do with you. That would be beneficial, because this next card here is 5 of rods energy, which is our word risk, you know, which is a risk word because it's about competition, and competition in, like, it could be the global economy. It is like the crazy mad scramble for money and power type energy goes with this. It's money, power, with all of the things that would be connected to it, as in greed, corruption, that kind of excess, you know. Corruption, it could be a card that represents struggle in the marketplace. I've heard people say this is a card also of just a fake battle, like a friendly type competition, you know, between maybe workmates or family members. In this kind of energy, though, I don't think it's going to be that for the most of us, because they're telling us to kind of keep our lip zipped with that 7 of Swords energy there. It means new factors are moving into the situation that are demanding us to change, adapt, grow. Life is not simple like it was before. There's new competition moving into the neighborhood type energy, or the industry, and you have to put forth a lot more work and a lot more effort to keep what you've gained in terms of financial, how do I want to say this, in terms of financial gain, or in terms of like material goods, depending on these other cards here, because we have that 7 of Swords energy in here. You can lose things, but you actually, with this energy, if you're paying attention to the Hierophant energy and this Temperance energy and the 8 of Rods energy at the same time, you're more highly likely like to go to the great heights, or the acquisition of great heights and acquisition of wealth, basically abundance, you know. And what's that mean to any of us? You know, if we think about it for a minute, lack of money means lack of freedom to go do the things that, you know, maybe we want to do, or want to celebrate or see, that kind of stuff. So I think for a lot of us, this is a really, really quick moving month if we use the energy of Temperance, as in using it as patience, take the risks, right, but not not full of ourselves or arrogant. We're going to bring that message of that 8 of Rods to us, and we're going to, like, basically just because of the Temperance, get what we want to manifest. For all of us Geminis, that's each one of us will have a different type of energy in that manifestation process. Some of us, this is going to be maybe a creative thing. Others of us, I believe it could be in relationships because of that general, maybe we'd be flying back and forth because of a relationship or something like that type energy. So for some of us, I think it's going to be new partners, which we got here. New partners, and I dropped it. I did this last time too. Others, it's a creative project. Okay, so I'm keeping them both. I pulled two by accident, and because I was talking for Taurus. So for those of us that are angel card creative project, it says your soul longs to express itself in a creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion toward your life. And also, whoops, I can't get my little book here. Also, along with that, I'm going to say, with that creative energy and that Seven of Swords, because it's really strong energy from that Seven of Swords this month. I think keeping our mouth shut and using that weird kind of approach, not telling everything to everybody, is really basically going to benefit us because we'll come out on top with the temperance energy here. The card says that this creative project one says you need more avenues for creative expression. Angels are guiding you to look for such outlets at work, at home. For example, write, play music, make crafts, paint, sew, redecorate. I like redecorating. This doesn't matter whether your artistry is market ready. What's important is you allow the inner artist to enjoy the freedom of expression. That's basically what temperance is. You know, it says work on a meaningful project that you've been procrastinating about, enroll in a creative class, maybe photography, dance, your life purpose and meaningful career come to you through creative ways that are unimaginable right now. So don't worry about the how or the what your life purpose is. Just follow the path that is before you. And that's kind of good advice, especially with the temperance energy in there, because that's a energetics of manifestation. And the new partner energy here, for those of us that this means love, it says angels has given you this card as a signal someone new has or is about to enter your life as an answer to your prayers. This person will be a partner in business, friendship, or in the romantic sense. Don't go looking for him or her. It'll happen very naturally. And when you meet this individual, be open to divine guidance, which will direct you both in loving and magical ways. You've met or soon will meet a soulmate. Allow other people to help you instead of trying to do things alone. Consult an expert. Your prayer is being answered through other people. That could work for both things. A new pet coming into your life. My cats aren't having any of that. Uh, that's our reading, Gemini, for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for likes, shares, and your subscribes and comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really, really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me or neb about me, all the information's down below the screen at the website, or if you need to set an appointment with me, all the information to do that is over at the website. The prayer class and suture classes, there's 2 short videos over at the website that explain them. The prayer class is 2.5 hours long. It tells you how to format them and why you do it that way. So it's pretty comprehensive. Sutras are simple thought forms. You put in a meditation that takes 5 minutes a day and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. Good tool for in your toolbox. And everybody I've met through 3 years of doing YouTubes, and all of you I've met through 31 years of this work, I want to tell you all, it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pure joy, pleasure to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.